Alright guys, welcome back to the next episode on this Pokemon Go mini-series. So, in this episode we are going to talk about Mega Pokemon, looking at some of the Reshiram Raids that I have done it recently, and the videos will be side by side my phone that I'm recording at the moment, so you can see what we've caught in the recent past. We're going to go over Mega Salamence strategy, what Pokemons to use against Mega Salamence, is it worth powering up, and looking at its best moveset. So, let's start off with Mega Pokemon. On this account, this will be a quick thing. Looking at our Mega Pokemon, we've not really changed much. I am currently getting Gengar Mega Energy through walking. I did have 0, I've now got 360. The reason is I haven't Mega Evolved 1 yet is I'm waiting for 400 so that I can do both at the same time, so I can know when they're both going to get to max. We've recently done our Mega Steelix. We just got them up to 500 from doing 2 raids, so I Mega Evolved our 2 spares, so now they will, every 7 days I should be able to Mega Evolve them and get them up over time. Our Houndoom is on its way, which is good. I mean, we have got a Dark type already and another Fire type, but it's nice to have just in case we're at an event and we've already used our Charizards, etc. We then have other Fire types to Mega Evolve. Speaking of Fire types, we do have our Blaziken here, which is at 14 days left, I believe. However, for some reason, our other starters, which is like Sceptile and Swampert, are both on 15 days. I think what's happened is I've Mega Evolved right at midnight and it just ticked over beforehand, so that's my fault. Manectric. So we already have a max level Manectric, but we are 1 day or 2 days away from having another. So always a good thing to do. Like I said, Mega Pokemon are the way to get a lot more resources in this game. Not the number 1 resource, which is Stardust, but they are good for getting XL candy and candy, especially from raids. Comm days are the best, if I'm honest. You get so much more candy. I think when me and my mate went to the Boulder event, I think he got was it just over 1,000 candy? I was on 2,000, something like that, 3,000. All from just having a Mega Run that helped that. And I also got quite a lot of XL candy. Same thing for the Dino. Having a Mega helps a lot. So doing things like this, it may seem like a chore that you have to go Mega everything every day, but it will help you so much in the long run. You won't ever have to think, oh, how am I going to get candy for Salamence in the next Classic Comm Day, which is Bagon or whatever comes up next. So it's always good to keep in mind. Our Banette here is 1 away, so tomorrow that'll be max level, so that's good. Gladeely's only just come out, so that's got a while to go yet. And then we have our 3 Salamances, which I will go over soon. So we do luckily have a full one, we have a 98, and then we also have a shiny, which I will be megaing as well. I have started to do that when I'm doing megas. I've started to do shiny Pokemon instead of having 3 main ones, just so, I've got a Gyarados here, which is on its way. It's because you get them in the Pokedex, and it helps out a lot with that, so. Anyway, let's go into some of the Reshirams we have caught. So, we have done a few. Now, this is... Oh, I've done it CP, hold on. Let me just do recent. So, we've got this one, which was a weather boosted. So I've not put any candies or power into this. We've actually not had that many great ones. However, we did get this 2302 98 IV Reshiram, which is really good. I did already have one that was 98, so I'm still chasing that 100, but I think I'm going to stop now. I did get this 2287 shiny Reshiram. Once again, I did have a shiny before, but this is a lot better IVs, so good to always have another. Also, the move Fusion Flare is a lot better than its other fire type moves. What move is it again? Overheat. It actually does a lot more damage than that. It's like 2 or 3 ticks in damage above. So it's not OP against it. However, it does do more damage in the long run. So you do want Fusion Flare on your Reshirams. However, if you're like me and you do have 2 98s and one has Overheat and one has Fusion Flare, do not Elite TM it. It's not that big of a difference to going Elite TM. I don't think you can TM Overheat off. Let's have it. Let's try it actually. Give me 2 seconds. Right guys, and we're back. Let's try and get Fusion Flare. I'll use maybe 5 or 6. I'm not going to use too many, but we will get Overheat back. I hope. Yeah, so we've not had a single Fusion Flare there. So do not use your TMs on it. It is not worth it. I've used it just to show you guys that it's not worth it. I do have 3 Elite and Fast TMs. Elite Fast and Elite Charge TMs. I'm not using them on there. I am going to save them for a Shadow Mewtwo. Or something I'm really looking forward to. So, we'll see. Alright guys, so let's get into this Mega Salamence strategy. So, the Pokemons you do want to be using against it are obviously Dragon, Fairy, Rock I think, and also Ice. Ice is the main one because you are, I think it's 168% damage on it compared to 132. So let's look at some of the really good Ice Pokemon that you can have in your team. As you can see that I do have 5 100% Mamoswines. I have gone over this in the past. They are a key to my taking down like a Rayquaza in the future, but also taking down the Mega Salamence. They will do a lot of damage, especially with the comm they move of Avalanche, which I think I have on all of them. Yeah. It's a really good Pokemon to have. However, the shiny outperforms it. Not shiny, sorry. The Shadow Mamoswine outperforms it a lot, and I actually don't have any. So that's what I'm going to be trying doing this year, is trying to get a few of them. I think I do have a Swinub that is Shadow, or I have a few. I can't remember. I've definitely got one. Yeah, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's saved, so I'm guessing that's my highest IV one that I got. Yeah, and it's still atrocious. So try and get yourself a good ice team ready for this Salamence, because it is going to do a lot to it and should be able to take it down a lot faster, meaning you get a lot more Mega Energy for it. However, I usually say go for a Mega that would get you more candy. So going for a Mega Dragon type. However, it is up to you guys whether you need the candy or not. I am most likely going to go with a Mega Ice type. So my Abomasnow that is maxed out. Sorry about that. Yeah, my Mega Abomasnow, which is maxed out down here. Hold on. Let's go number, and I can go all the way to the bottom. Yeah, so we do have our Mega Abomasnow. However, you could also use any of the Dragon types here. And obviously that would also do super effective damage, so it's all based on what you prefer. But like I said, because it is super effective in Salamence, use any Dragon type you can, or Ice type preferably, just to help your fellow raid partners in to defeat it as fast as possible. Now, speaking of taking down this raid fast as possible, we need to look at our Salamances here and how far behind they are. So I don't actually have that much bag on candy. So to get this up to max, it costs 200k Stardust near enough and 214 candy. I don't know if that's worth it yet. I'm potentially going to move more towards the 100% and getting that up. But I think even that's quite far away. Yeah. That's what I'm most likely going to do, just to get it to a very high level. The max CP of a Mega Salamence at level 50 is like 5,700, so it does a lot of damage. It packs a lot of punch in raids and also your Giovanni fights, etc. So it will help a lot in the future to have a fully powered up Mega. Now, my aim is to get all the Mega maxes. So if I do Mega level max. So all my Megas are mostly low CP because I haven't leveled them up. However, my aim is to get all these up to at least level 40. It's going to take a lot of Stardust. I think it was like, when I last checked, over 7 million I needed, and I'm only at 1. So I am going to leave it for now, but it is on the main thing for this year. So hopefully by the end of this year, next December, January, when we look over this again, we should have a lot of high CP Megas and also a lot more maxed level Megas. So yeah, that's all I'm going to talk about in this episode. Thank you all for watching. Please keep obviously be safe when you're going out to do raids. It is still going dark quite early, especially in the UK. Depends where you are in the world. But I do hope you all get your 100% and your shinies and have a good comm day on the 26th. There'll be another video out for that. So please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll speak to you all in the next one.